it'll be very quick to go into the processional step. The national emblem just to cover time. Welcome to the 2019 Department of Psychology Commencement Ceremony. As you can see, we have a full house and we want to ensure that everyone can hear and see during the program. Please take a moment now to turn off your cell phone ringers. We have a professional photography team here to take excellent photos of each one of the graduates. So we ask that during the program, no one leave their seats to take pictures because you'll block the view of people in front of you. Thank you for your assistance in making this event enjoyable for all.
Please stand for the national anthem. Everyone, please be seated. Good morning. What a very fine morning it is. Graduates, parents, family members, friends, and faculty, welcome to the annual commencement ceremony of the Department of Psychology at the University of Michigan. I am the department chair. My name is Patty Reuter-Lorenz, and I've been a faculty member at the University of Michigan for over 25 years. Of course, I started out as an undergraduate who, like all of you graduating seniors, majored in psychology. Or if they'd had it at SUNY Purchase, where I went to school, it would have been biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. And I'd like to share a little story just to set the stage for today's event. When I arrived at college, I quickly realized that I absolutely loved it. The professors were amazingly smart. I loved learning. I loved the freedom, and I especially loved the social life. In fact, I was one of those excited kids who gave campus tours to prospective students and their parents. I'm sure I was just gushing with enthusiasm, and hopefully some of it was infectious. Yes, I had all the enthusiasm, but what I lacked initially was direction. Until I took that one course with that one professor that made all the difference. And because of it, I realized that psychology was a science that addressed the most awesome frontier with sophisticated research methods to study the human mind, human nature, human interactions of all kinds, and the underlying substrates of all of that, the human brain. With these realizations, I never looked back, and as you can tell, given that we're all here together, I managed to spend my whole career in college, dedicated to the field of psychology. It is an honor to chair this department, and I'm especially proud of all of you, our graduating seniors, our master's recipients, and our PhD graduates. Whatever path led you to your major and to our department, I hope your journey was transformative and deeply rewarding. What you've accomplished during your time here is truly remarkable. You should feel triumphant. You've overcome many challenges. You've succeeded at things you couldn't previously have imagined doing. And here you are about to walk across this stage to begin the next phase of your journey. Some of you will go on to be professors, researchers, or clinicians in the field of psychology, or perhaps another helping profession. Others of you will go on to careers in industry, medicine, law, education, or you'll become entrepreneurs and blaze completely new trails in directions yet to be defined. But whatever your next steps, know that you're leaving with a foundation of knowledge and a skill set that has been cultivated in one of the best departments at the University of Michigan and one of the top psychology departments in the world. Each year, we have approximately 1,500 students across our two majors, psychology and BCN, biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. This year, we have over 700 graduates, with more than 500 in attendance today. Our master's, doctoral, and joint degree programs are among the best in the world. We will be recognizing students and graduates from each of these programs, and I am very proud and happy for all of you. We will begin today's ceremony by honoring our graduate PhD and master's students. So let me introduce Professor Nestor Lopez Duran, the Associate Chair for Student Academic Affairs, who's going to take it from here.
Good morning and welcome. Let's get the party started. We will begin with the presentations of the degrees to graduate students in the Department of Psychology. We have invited one of the students receiving her doctorate degree to address you today, Erika Schulte, a PhD graduate in the Clinical Psychology program. Erika?
Good morning, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. I would first like to thank the chairs of the department for inviting me to speak today. I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to address this graduating class, their family and friends, and our distinguished faculty in celebration of our accomplishments. There are so many achievements for each of us to be proud of, and those achievements are wide-ranging. I appreciate that while we are all united here today by our training as psychologists, our goals and interests have led and will continue to lead us down different paths to ask all sorts of kinds of questions and offer new perspectives on the world. In my case, my research focuses on overeating and obesity. And one thing I quickly realized was that too many of the current treatment programs simply don't work as well as they should. Too often, people who struggle with overeating are told to just try harder and rely primarily on their willpower to improve. Unfortunately, this often has the opposite effect, where people are left feeling shamed and stigmatized. As a result, they describe having less motivation and feeling hopeless that they lack the discipline needed to change their situation. As a psychologist, it's upsetting to hear that your patients are feeling so stuck. So what can be done when you have this type of problem that has no well-defined or obvious solution? Through my training at Michigan and through my own research, I've learned that when it doesn't work, find another way. So how do we find those different and better ways? This is not an easy task. Being a psychologist requires us to both identify when something doesn't work and develop these complex solutions to find another way. Although I believe that this complex problem has a simple answer, which is to be a great listener. A great listener is empathetic, is willing to abandon their own pre-existing ideas, and allows the lived experiences of those who are struggling to shape our initiative and action. We are all here today because there is something deeply interesting to us about understanding the way people behave, and our training gives us that unique ability to be great listeners that are sorely needed today. No matter what your specialty, interests, or next steps are, it's empathy, understanding, and listening that are the keys to not only having success in our field, but in being agents of positive change in our society. Importantly, I can't overstate my gratitude for the role that this unrivaled university has in preparing its students to be these agents of change and true difference makers in our field. What better way to train great listeners than to model great listening and empathy themselves? The incredible faculty here at Michigan care deeply about the student experience and constantly strive for a more inclusive community and a generally better school. This department is passionate, collaborative, and supports our individual interests and career goals. I have felt seen, understood, and supported every single day that I've been here. I never once left East Hall thinking that they don't care about me as a person, although I certainly left with a massive to-do list on many days. Michigan has incredibly high standards that have pushed and challenged us. Michigan demands that its students are high-achieving, resilient, and always striving for excellence. This department has demanded the best out of us, and at least for me, this has driven me closer to reaching my full potential. How amazing is a department that at the same time met each of us where we were at, and yet continually asked more out of us. And not just that, but has pushed us in ways that have helped us determine our individual career goals and then moved us in those specific directions. This psychology department is incredibly rare and special, and we are all extremely fortunate to have received our training from the University of Michigan. Personally, there was always something special about Michigan, and I had a gut feeling about it from the moment I applied. Applying to PhD programs is a process that's kind of like dating different universities, and Michigan was always my academic crush, so to speak. This feeling only strengthened when I visited Ann Arbor to interview, and I observed the genuine excitement among these faculty for their work. I was inspired, and I wanted to be part of this vibrant community. When I received the phone call from my mentor saying that I had been accepted, I recognized it as a gift that would unlock many doors for my career that I never would have imagined were possible. Of course, in the spirit of how this process feels like dating, I told my mentor that I would think about it, and I waited 3 days before accepting. My instinct about Michigan opening doors for me proved to be correct. Make no mistake, I worked incredibly hard to earn the opportunities that I've been afforded, but Michigan has played an integral role in helping me achieve at this level. I've been fortunate enough to be able to design and implement the research studies that were most interesting to me. I've been able to share the findings of my work, which represent this different way of viewing overeating, with media outlets that have the ability to spread these novel messages on a global scale, like CNN and The Late Show. The resources of Rackham Graduate School have allowed me to present my research at academic conferences all over the world. I will forever be indebted to my faculty mentor, Dr. Ashley Gearhart, who has gone to bat for me time and time again. Ashley gave me the opportunity to pursue my dream career, and for that, I am endlessly thankful. I would also like to thank the 4 talented women who were in my PhD cohort. You have all inspired me, commiserated with me, and supported me through this daunting process, and I look forward to seeing the impactful work you will do at the next stages of your careers. I also deeply appreciate the support of my family, especially my husband, who showed up in a full suit to my dissertation defense. Shortly after I arrived in Ann Arbor, I saw a quote that stuck with me throughout my graduate school experience. William Shawn, a fellow Wolverine and a former editor for The New Yorker, said, "There are other places, surely, for other people, but for me, there is one place, Ann Arbor, for it was there I recognized what life's bright possibilities were." This could not ring any more true for me. It was here that I discovered all of the bright possibilities that were available to me, and where I learned that I was capable of finding ways to address problems from a new perspective. I hope that as each of you move to the next phase of your schooling or to the start of your careers, that we can all share in recognizing Ann Arbor as the place where we learn to be listeners and problem solvers, and where we discovered our vast potentials. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019, and go Blue.
Thank you so much, Erica. At this time, I will invite all of the PhD recipients to stand and approach the front of the stage, along with their advisors. While they get settled, I want to share to you some thoughts about the PhD degree. The PhD Doctor of Philosophy degree is the highest degree offered in our department. Dr. Rob Sellers, our former department chair and now provost, vice provost, used to say that most college degrees are granted to recognize the acquisition of knowledge, to recognize those who have mastered the content of their fields. Granted, some more than others. But people didn't get that one. But the PhD is the only degree that is granted to recognize the creation of new knowledge. It represents the accomplishment of 5 or more years of coursework, teaching, and research that culminates on a doctoral dissertation. And each of these dissertations represent new knowledge that help advance our understanding of the world. The faculty mentor works very closely with the student during this journey, and so in today's ceremony, the mentor will present each student with a hood that represents the attainment of the doctoral degree. Please hold your applause while we recognize the group until all names are called. Dr. Zion Lin, hooded by Dr. Patricia Laurel Lawrence and Cindy Lustig. Dr. Lauren Adam Tai, hooded by Dr. Pam Davis-Keene. Dr. Sami Ahmed, hooded by Drs. Pam Davis-Keene and Fred Morrison. Dr. Alejandra Arango, hooded by Dr. Cheryl Keane. Dr. Shaina Ernestine Rochester, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Rowley. Dr. Aixa Marchand, hooded by Drs. Stephanie Rowley and Matt Damer. Dr. Darwin Guevara, hooded by Dr. Ethan Cross. Dr. Ariana Orwell, hooded by Dr. Ethan Cross. Dr. Tyler Hine, hooded by Dr. Chris Monk. Dr. Lara Murray, hooded by Dr. Chris Monk. Dr. Kimberly Ann Brink, hooded by Dr. Henry Wellman. Dr. Alexandria Hunt Capel, hooded by Dr. Preeti Shah. Dr. Mirna Christina Sintron Valentin, hooded by Dr. Nick Ellis. Dr. Hannah Mary Clark, hooded by Dr. Sandra Graham Berman. Dr. Morgan Chambers Gerald, hooded by Dr. Monique Ward. Dr. Michelle Amber Joyner, hooded by Dr. Ashley Gerhardt. Dr. Erika Marla Schulte, hooded by Dr. Ashley Gerhardt. Dr. Onawa Labelle, hooded by Dr. Robin Eldestein. Dr. Fernanda Lima Cross, hooded by Dr. Deborah Rivas Drake. Dr. Jennifer Rubin, hooded by Dr. Terry Connolly. Dr. Emily Ann Vargas, hooded by Dr. Ram Mahaligam. Dr. Nelima Wangley, hooded by Dr. Yulia Kovalman. Now, please join me in congratulating the new doctors in philosophy and psychology. Now we have an extraordinary group of undergraduates. To introduce them, please welcome their program director, Professor Preeti Shah.
We now turn to a special group of undergraduate students who completed theses in the majors. As Patty mentioned, 2 different majors are available through our program. What these next students have in common is participation in the Thesis research program. For 2 terms, these students worked closely with the faculty and graduate student on state-of-the-art research. They completed a written report of their project. Each thesis was then reviewed by 3 faculty, and for many, given a designation of graduation with honors. Now we will present the students who completed a thesis in their major. At this time, I invite all of these graduates to approach the stage. Dr. Jennifer Cummings will present the graduates. Please hold your applause, and we will congratulate them as a group.
Kiran Ajani. Ruchika Chandani. Kendall Coden. Anusha Garg. Laura Huerta Sanchez. Elizabeth Cruz. Sanika Kulkarni. Nathan Lowe. Arushi Mahajan. Megan Ann Mitchell. Kelsey Owen. Dasha Pepard. Miriam Rita. Emma St. Pierre. Rachel Jane Tenenbaum. Jessica Joe. This concludes the thesis students graduating in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. Please join us in a round of applause. We will now present the thesis students graduating in psychology. Marissa Rizzo Nichols. Diego Barcala Delgado. Anna Bergson. Megan Burns. Kristen Marie Cross. Taylor Galdi. Rachel Ghosh. Keegan Giffels. Jessica Angela Hedgeka. Hadi Katebe. Juliette Nee. Emily Olin. Shima Sadagiyani. Shannon Jaco. This concludes the thesis students graduating in psychology. Please join us in a round of applause.
Now we turn to the major order of business today, the graduation of students receiving bachelor's degree. The undergraduate programs in psychology are the largest in the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts. Our students represent almost 20% of LSA graduates. We're going to begin by recognizing undergraduate students who have received department awards. May I ask these students to come forward and join me now. First, we will present the Albert Kane Honors Award, which was established in honor of Professor Kane, former department chair and director of the honors program. The award assists students presenting their research at major scientific conference. Today, we recognize Dora Juhas with the 2019 Al Kane Honors Award to present her research about cell phone behaviors at the International Convention for Psychological Science. Samantha Goldberg is our second recipient of the 2019 Al Kane Honors Award to present her research about the relationship between stressful events exposure and hippocampal activity at the Anxiety and Depression Association of America conference. Samantha graduates with a Bachelor's of Art in Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience with honors. Congratulations, Samantha. The Martha Munzner Memorial Award was established by the parents of Martha Munzner, who passed away while she was a student at LSNA. The award is given to an outstanding woman in psychology honors program. Jean Ann Heng is the recipient of this award. This year, Jean completed her thesis on examining the effects of effort control training in clinically anxious preschool children. Jean graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with honors. Congratulations, Jean. The Lorraine Nildelman Honors Thesis Award in Developmental Psychology is a new award this year, created to recognize exceptional and interesting work produced by an undergraduate student in the last phase of their degree. The first recipient of this award is Saina Corey for her thesis entitled Wealth Essentialism in Children and Adults. Saina has earned a Bachelor's in Science in Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience with honors. Congratulations, Saina. The Schabauer Excellence in Community Engagement Award was established with support from Rich and Gwen Schabauer. This award acknowledges a graduating senior who has demonstrated remarkable commitment to improving the life of others through service learning and community engagement. Chanel Davis is receiving this award. Yes. She is receiving this award for her service at the Ann Arbor Preschool and Family Center, Michigan Student Power Network, and the Food Service Recovery Network, to name just a few. Chanel has earned a Bachelor's in Arts in Psychology with honors. Congratulations, Chanel. The W.B. Pillsbury Prize is awarded to honors students for outstanding research thesis in the field of experimental psychology. We have two recipients of this award. The first recipient is Elizabeth Estes. Elizabeth's thesis examined associations between child maltreatment and the volume of the extended limbic system in a population-based study sample of adolescents. Elizabeth is graduating with a Bachelor's in Arts and in Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Our second recipient is Harrison Angoff. Harrison's thesis explored the unique influence of abuse and neglect on school behavior. Harrison is graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology with highest honors. Congratulations, Harrison. Now, please join me in congratulating all of these students with a round of applause. Now, we have two bachelor's programs, one in psychology and one in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. We will first present the students graduating with a major in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. At this time, I invite all of the graduates in the BCM program to approach the stage. Dr. Jennifer Cummins will present the graduates, assisted by advisor Julie Cantansari. Dr. Thad Polk will be handing our graduation scrolls.
Farah Amin. Sydney Angel. Lily Arnett. Matthew Arnold. Bonnie Leanne Atterbury. Guadalupe Esther Avila. Eden Axler. Shushmita Rupa Badia. Alana Borofsky. Emma Bauer. Catherine Beckerine. Noha M. Bila. Arthi Bardawaj. Deja Blackwell. Abby Blender. Eliza Burke. Jessica Bowser. Shira Branhandler. Bria Braswell. Juliana Bresnahan. Nikitha Bujala. Serena Burks. Giovanna Butazzoni. Kimberly Gao. Giuliano Cappuccioni. Timothy Cha. Grishama Shapilamajua. Sanya Shabra. Mia Choi. Kayla Clark. Jeffrey Clements Jr. Emily Caniglio. Cole Curl. Stephen Danko. Mackenzie K. Dar. Lindsay Danielle Davis. Erin Day. Madeline Dillamiller. Savannah Lynn DeMille. Nicole DeSena. Robin DeArmond. Lisbeth Diaz. Jacob Dibbett. Elizabeth Porter Dixon. Tatum Doyle. Madison Dry. Rami Ibrahim. Daniel Eder. Anna Noel Edgington. Sobi Elmanini. Kelly Elmore. Zena Elsagir. Ethan Evans. Jude Ayemba. Justine Ezel. Anna Fabrizio. Mahmoud Fargal. Eliana Feldner. Eliana Fishman. Kayla Fong. Kenneth Forrest. Benjamin Galen. Skylar Garrett. Marlisa Goshai. Dahlia Gatoff. Jaden Garrity. Anastasia Gibson. Cameron Cower Gil Lavelle. Ediberto Gonzalez. Andrew Goodrum. Isabel Griffith. Joshua Gruber. Nicole Hellacy. Jesse Hellstrom. Rebecca Hamilton. Alexandria Hamlin. Zaina Hassan. Madeline Helser. Olivia Hollier. Madeline Holzapfel. Benjamin Shu. Josephine Jackery. Sabrina Ivanenko. Jordan Jacobs. Allison John. Noah Johnson. Cassandra Jordan. Amir Joseph. Mina Juma. Skylar Kalick. Megan Kaplan. Winifred Karub. Catherine Keeling. Lauren Kelsey. Ethan Kenny. Philip Carrick. Ellie Kirsten. Carolina Corey. Juliet Killow. Madison Kirby. Emily Koffler. Caitlin Rose Kolovar. Rachel Kubiak. Lydia Kudret. Zoe Karina Lapham. Adina Yeromhali Lee. Megan Lewis. Hunter Linton. Savannah Litton. Elizabeth Lohr. Emily Luckett. Sarah McGeed. Nadine Sukon. Arham Mahmood. Mohammed Meza. Michelle Martinez. Savannah Ryan Major. Matthew Cameron Andrew Malozzi. Joseph Maniashi. Sarah Marks. Spencer Marlowe. Carrie Ann McManus. Emily Merrick. Hannah Michalakis. Hillary Minkoff. Anang Modi. Sarang Modi. Megan Monis. Brittany Morera. Jasmine Morini. Elizabeth Morrison. Kunsung Namdol. Alyssa Nadell. Julian Michael Neshwat. Richard Wynn. Natalie Nichols. Madison Nierenstein. Vianji Nyangoda. Daisy Noriega. Patrick O'Brien. Kyle O'Connor. Madison O'Donnell. Riley Olson. Caroline Oska. Genesis Pablo. Rachel Paddinga. Neha Paruchari. Victoria Peruski. Caroline Peschansky. Riley Marie Clement Phillips. Lindsay Pike. Kendall Plummer. Paulina Pachadlik. Olivia Priceley. Isabella Pulhalski. Raven Randall. Naina Roth. Maxwell Todd Recknagel. Tom Wren. Taylor Richards. Rachel Ritter. Emma Robinson. Ariana Roast. Malika Suchdev. Alexis Salinas. Ashpreet Saran. Ebony Sawyer. Noor Sayeg. Brennan Schilling. Amanda Schnell. Claire Schwartz. Devin Shalom. Sophia Shoha. Tatiana Shodi. Kennedy Shuck. Nicole Silberman. Star Silver. Keith Sims Jr. Julia Spicer. Alexandra Stevens. Pearl Streeter. Evan Stuber. Tianyu Sun. Layeth Sweden. Alexandra Morgan Tenenbaum. Jonathan Tessima. Lydia Rose Thornburg. Hannah Jane Timmons. Samantha Trammell. Colleen Truong. Tori Turpin. Vicenta Vargas. Julia Claire Vespoli. Alekia Vinta. Sabrina Vitali. Ashley Wade. Aaron Walt. Kelly Weiss. Kennedy Starr Warner. Sydney Wack. Ivory White. Timberly Whitus. Sarah Wilkins. Danielle Williams. Kristen Wilmer. Miranda Wilson. Lauren Withrow. Maylin Wu. Nancy Wu. Anisha Yande. Isabella Yardley. Lauren Yurko. Vivian Zong. Osman Zuberi. Ting Ting Zhu. Olivia Tartaglia. This concludes the students graduating in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. Please join us in a round of applause.
Congratulations. That is a very well-behaved group of graduates. I only saw one dance on the stage. We're going to see if the psych graduates give us a little more dancing. But before that, we're going to hear from Marisa Rizzo-Nichols, who is representing the graduating class of 2019. Rizzo?
Foremost, I want to formally thank the University of Michigan and the Psychology Department for the opportunity to speak at today's commencement. I'm extremely honored to celebrate this momentous day alongside the brilliant minds of the class of 2019. The American columnist and lecturer Marilyn Vos Savant once said, "To acquire knowledge, one must study, but to acquire wisdom, one must observe." As psychology and BCN majors, we all have a natural affinity towards curiosity. After all, our discipline revolves around posing hypothetical questions and taking active steps to answer them. We experiment, and then we observe what happens next. As we too venture on to the next steps of our lives, let's frame post-graduation in terms we're all familiar with: life as a research study. Literature review. What are the past experiences that have contributed to what we know now? This is cumulative of everything we've had the opportunity to experience up until this point. It's the courses we have taken throughout our undergraduate studies that have contributed to our wealth of knowledge in the field. It is also the organizations we've been involved in that have broadened our worldly perspectives and fostered interactions among others. It is the qualities in ourselves we've learned to appreciate and value. As we revel in the pride of our journey thus far, we must also consider the gaps in what we don't know, the gaps in our knowledge. Reflecting on what we have already done, what do we still hope to accomplish? Our hopes, our dreams, our goals, our aspirations. After graduation, many of our paths may diverge. Some of us will venture into the unknown of field placement, research, medical school, PhD, MSW program, just to name a few. All of these are places we have yet to explore, immerse, and experience. We cultivate an understanding that our education does not simply end here at graduation. Rather, there is still so much of what we don't know, and we have the wonderful opportunity to continue to learn and study about the world around us. Method. What steps are we going to take to achieve our goals? This requires us to create and stick to a plan. It emphasizes the importance of setting both short-term and long-term goals, processes we're all too familiar with. Perhaps we can reuse methods that have proven successful in the past. And sometimes we may have to readapt our measures to do something specific. As we manifest our intentions, it's important that our methods reflect these. We ask ourselves, what is the purpose of this study we call our lives? And with that, I encourage you, live with purpose. Furthermore, how are we going to measure our progress? How do we know what we're measuring has validity, both externally and internally? Well, this requires us to hold ourselves accountable. We must be critical of how our future endeavors sit with us personally and how further they will affect the lives we touch. Accountability means being reliable. However, this isn't a responsibility that we have to endure solely. We surround ourselves with a support system who are constructive to our personal growth, those who see our potential, are aware of our goals, and constantly push us towards them. These people, our research assistants, if you will keep us accountable to what we want to achieve. Asking for help isn't something that should be seen as a limitation, but rather a strength in our methods. How do we control for confounding variables? Life will inevitably have its hiccups. There may be things that come up in our data that we didn't anticipate, but we must be able to recognize them and manage conflict productively. In particular, a scary word that floats around the field of psychology is burnout. We are not immune to stress, and perhaps we've all picked a field that is very susceptible to it. We are humanitarians, and that asks for a large investment of our energy. As we gauge our progress, we must not forget to check in with ourselves through self-care. Measuring ourselves is just as important as measuring our success. Results. What are the outcomes we wish to see? Did what we predict or hypothesize play out, or did the results differ from what we expected? At this point, we will have to be thoughtful of our experiences and prescribe our own meaning to which they have in our lives. What is and what will be significant to our success and development, both as individuals and in the field? Perhaps we realize that everything happens for a reason. Both the struggles and the achievements have value in shaping us, in which case, this might be the best research study of them all, one that's guaranteed to have significant results, as we too are significant people. Furthermore, we might also find things in our journey that have surprised us. Likewise, I encourage you to be open to the unexpected. At first, it might raise questions. It might even perplex us, as it strays away from what we expected to find. However, this is simply an opportunity to explore an area we might not have previously considered. It is a chance to pioneer a new field within ourselves. Discussion and future implications. Now we must synthesize what we have found to how it relates to the bigger picture. What do these results tell us about ourselves? What do they mean in the context of who we are? We strive to create meaning in our future experiences and appreciate what they will teach us as individuals. Among this, self-reflection is required. We take what we have found and we use it to forge new directions. Just as research is dynamic, we are too. We are a body of individuals that continue to think for ourselves and question, always considering what is next and what we can still do. Sometimes we don't find the results we were hoping to see, and that's okay. The best part about research, and moreover life, is it is a never-ending learning progress. This may seem daunting at first, but we should find reassurance in the fact that we can always readjust our methods and try again. References. Finally, it is important to credit and immensely thank the people in our lives who have continued to support and love us all along the way. They are those who have invested in us and contributed to who we are. They are those in the field who have preceded us. They are the mentors and professors that have guided us. They are our friends who have encouraged us. They are our parents and caregivers who have raised us. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to especially thank my parents, Kenneth and Joanne Nichols. You both have always stood behind my dreams, and I wouldn't be half the person I am today without your support. Thank you for always believing in me and reassuring me that there's nothing in life that I can't achieve. Finally, an education at the University of Michigan is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I encourage you all to transcend what you've learned here, both inside and outside of the classroom, to the broader implications of our lives after graduation. Hold fast to that curiosity that makes each and every one of us unique. Never dampen your passion for learning. Take pride in what makes you special. Reflecting on my time here at U of M, I'm so grateful to call myself Wolverine. I always have been. I always will. Congratulations, class of 2019. We did it! Forever and always, go blue!
Thank you, Rizzo. Next, we present the students graduating with a major in psychology. At this time, I invite all of the graduates in the psychology major to please approach the stage. Dr. Ed Chang will present the graduates, assisted by advisor Katie Fry. Dr. Denise Sikakatapwa will be handling the graduation scrolls.
Samantha Agan. Sophie Cataway. Anna Alvarado. Hiba Assad. David Ash. Daisy Mojica Astul Diallo. Salma Awad. Taylor Babcock. Louise Bernard. Julia Beck. Emily Bandendorf. Victoria Barrels. Melissa Berlin. Alexis Berry. Haley Burson. Carly Benton. Quinn Blackenridge. Joy Boyke. Riley Brantley. Carly Breckstone. Victoria Bridges. Allison Burley. Kaylana Butler. Carla Callaghan. Danny Carter. Jack Carter. Sandra Charipper. Margaret Cialino. Kiara Carl. Danielle Clark. Rachel Clementine. Myra Cobain. Emily Cole. Sydney Konkoff. Claudia Consuguera. Sarah Conwear. Manly Corterillo. Sarah Couchman. Megan Crane. Theodore Daniels Colon. Matthew Dargay. Claire DeHouse. Claire Denton Granchich. Emily Dishu. Alexandra Dunn. Erin Earl. Sydney Edelstein. Alana Enton. Alexander Fisher. Rachel Fishman. Chloe Fordry. Alexa Fox. Jennifer Friedman. Victor Gall. David Gertler. Zachary Gianniti. Brianna Gillan. Alexa Ginsberg. Triana Gertie. Jessica Gallger. Catherine Goldman. Kathleen Grotto. Melissa Hall. Bailey Hamill. Sarah Hanna. Anthony Harton Jr. Felicity Harfield. Annalise Harrison, Tabitha Hart, Claudia Heidrenreich, Catherine Hennesley, Zoe Hirsch, Kristen Hockaday, Jennifer Hogue, Jolie Horney, Zachary Howard, Judy Huang, Deanna Hunt, Heather Hunt, Danielle Ivanov, Haley Jackson, Nicole James, Emily Jones, Emma Kalaman, Juliana Camarezo, Angela Killian, Katie Klein, Maya Klinger, Nicole Nee, Claire Kohler, Lisa Kohlenberg, Colby Krantz, Caitlin LeBeau, Jamie Lee, Kevin Lee, Songwen Lee, Annie Lemberg, Sydney Lieberman, Jenna Luftfee, Erica Manny, Riley Martin, Melissa McCurry, Chanel Miles, Ethan Miller, Zoe Mittman, Salani Manhura, Bronte Munson, Grace Nigelvart, Ashta Narayan, Sydney Newton, Forrest O, Sherry Packett, Caroline Passel, Anna Rose Pereira, Catherine Perry, Claire Novak, Olivia Paul, Rachel Persky, Jack Olson, Sunny Moon, Spencer Moore, Mohammed Ohid, Tristan Owen, Sarah Piziak, Doug Piper, Nicholas Powell, Sophia Noel Prakos, Rachel Rabinovitz, Cindy Ramirez, Annie Rashes, Daniel Revier, Aaliyah Renfro, Shannon Riddle, Shannon Roberts, Haley Roll, Vincent Rogers, Jacqueline Rolla, Alinu Patrice Rosales. Alexa Rosenstein. Allison Rousseau. Delaney Ryan. Eliana Sacco. Taylor Sardoff. Matthew Schmidt. Abigail Shetley. Jamie Schulman. Corey Schaefer. Helaman Sajura. James Shaw. Brianna Shetman. Meredith Serbin. Jamie Siegel. Samantha Simonita. Sojourna Sina. Nicole Shinya. Amanda Smith. Rachel Shako Lave. Heidi Summers. Kylie Smola. Yena Song. Tita Sidpati. Samuel Stern. Samantha Stoloff. Emily Stumpo. Ellen Orla Victoria Sarvad. Sarah Marie Skies. Sarah Tabak. Maxine Tannenbaum. Marcella Taslin. Jillian Taylor. Sarah Tisch. Luna Tarucci. Lee Talhammer. Sabrina Thompson. Catherine Tozer. Zachary Trettenberg. Jessica Jordan Tundo. Destiny Turner. Meredith Turner. Adrian Twist. Emily Unger. Lindsay Van. Brianna Varner. Michelle Velasquez. Abigail Vandenhoff. Tiona Velahorsky. Barbara Vanson. Katharina Viktovic. Michael Villarisica. Elise Leandra Vogel. Zogwan Wang. Jordan Weiss. Ryan Werner. Eddie Williams Jr. Carolyn Wilson. Kayla Wilson. Taylor Wolf. Sabrina Wong. Tristan Woodsmith. Xin Shu. Yifan Showei. Sandra Manshur Jacob. Andrew Young. Vivian Yu. Danielle Zuckerman. Talia Zanders. Teelan Williams. Iris Hadzarick. Christopher Varlamos. And this concludes the students graduating in psychology. Please join us for a round of applause.
As the chair of the department, it is my duty to close out today's ceremony. All of our graduates, please stand. Stay standing. Now, move the tassels on your mortarboards from the right side to the left. Signifying your new status as graduates of the University of Michigan. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you the psychology graduating class of 2019. You may be seated. You'll get a chance to stand again. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the staff within the psychology department who worked so hard to make this day a success. They helped to make our department one of the very best. I especially want to thank and recognize Brian Wallace, Soroya Cicero, Katie Fry, Julie Catanzarite, and the rest of the Student Academic Affairs Office for their commitment to our students and for making this special event possible. Finally, before I bring this celebration to a close, let's recognize the parents, family members, and guardians who have supported our graduates throughout these years, paying the bills, doing the laundry, sending care packages. Packing and moving the stuff, drying the tears, giving the hugs and encouraging words, and all the many things that make this day possible for our graduates. This ceremony is our way of thanking you for supporting our graduates and for trusting us, the Department of Psychology, with your graduates' education. Parents, guardians, and loved ones, please stand. Class of 2019 psychology graduates, take this opportunity to express your gratitude with a standing ovation. Everybody be seated, please. Okay, so as we conclude our event, graduates, please stay seated until your row is released. Guests, please meet your graduate outside as quickly as possible because we have another event in here in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, please stay at your seat for the victors and the yellow and blue, and then you will be directed out of the arena. Now there's only one thing left to say. Go blue!